At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the mantra that really changed the game for me that I needed to hear. This is such a different video. I'm being honest and vulnerable with you guys here on YouTube because as somebody who has kind of made my channel about weight loss, I think that this one is important to be honest and transparent with each of you out there that when it comes to weight regain, that's an entirely different thing. This video is going to be about resuming, why it's important, things that you can think about to hopefully inspire yourself to resume, and just my thoughts on the process of jumping back on the wagon after being off of it. Stay tuned. Hey, my name is Angela. If you're new to my channel, I am a bright line eater who has lost 60 pounds with the tools from this amazing program. And I'm also somebody who just regained 18 of those 60 pounds because of addictive binge eating. I have been honest here on my channel that I suffer from binge eating addiction. When I get triggered, I'm off the rails into the ditch. And it doesn't feel good to tell you this. It doesn't feel like something I should be proud of. It feels like something I should be ashamed of. And I'm fighting those feelings because it does not serve you to feel shame or embarrassment or any of those emotions. It doesn't serve you. What Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson, the founder of Bright Light Eating, says is that you have to learn the lesson. You have to embrace the teaching and the education that every single slip up gives you. And this is not the first time this happened to me. I'm telling you, I just did a video not that long ago about why it took me, what was this, like 3 weeks ago, where I was like, this is an explanation of why it's taken me so long to lose 60 pounds. Because me, I lose weight and then I gain it because I start binge eating, and then I lose weight, then I gain it and I start binging. And so overall, the downward trajectory is happening, but it's slower than it should be. It's very painful to fall off the wagon and just to feel not good, that you're like, I saw where I was doing great. I was, as Dr. Susan says, you're tootling along, everything's great, and all of a sudden you get triggered. I got triggered this past time with post-event collapse syndrome after a trip to Denver. It was a 4-day trip to Denver, huge amounts of stress on the way home because I was flying standby and a lot of flights were canceled. I didn't even know if I could make it home, and I had to be home for a video shoot. I won't even like get into it for y'all because it's just too many details. But then I did the video shoot the next day because I did make it home, thank God, but I was so stressed out. I started addictively eating in response to the stress. Like, it was literally like, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm eating this because I don't feel like I need to, but old habits die so hard. So that's been like 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I've gained 18 pounds. And I hate saying this to you guys. Like, I really am not happy that I have to confess my sins, if you will, but it wouldn't be fair to you if I were just, you know, glossing over the fact of the struggle. Because there are people on Bright Line Eating who are quote unquote crystal vasers. That's the term that's used whenever somebody has never broken their bright lines and they're, you know, they're at their goal weight. It just, you know, it came off and it was fast. But for me, I've never been a crystal vaser. I just have always been somebody that's fallen into the ditch frequently, unfortunately. And I believe in the program. And I want to tell you in this video how I'm thinking today to help me resume. I actually tried to resume last week, and I started my plan. I had my breakfast and my lunch, and then I fell off the wagon in the afternoon. But I think this past week, I've been setting the stage for a successful resume because every day I remember the feeling of what I feel like when I eat bright. When I eat perfectly bright, I just don't even think about food. Like, my life is so improved. I have so much more energy, better sleep. You know, I can run after my toddler son, play with him more, roll around on the floor because I have so much more energy. I'm happier. Like, my mood is happier. My brain is clearer. There's so many benefits to Bright Line Eating than when I'm addictively eating like I have been over the past 3 or 4 weeks. It's literally just like, I can't stop putting food in my mouth. It's literally like, I'm constantly seeking food. Like, where's the next food? Where's the next food? And it just wastes so much time and energy. Like, it just wastes my time. Like, literally at work, there's chips left in the break room. So I picked up the chips, had a plate of chips. Then I went to the coffee shop at work and I had a cookie. You know, like, I had these things that on Bright Line Eating you call NMF. And I've eaten so much NMF in large quantities, because when you have binge eating addiction, like you binge, like I was binging, I have been binge eating like ridiculous amounts of food. I am not a closet binge eater. I'm not one of those people that hides my binges. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not proud of them by any means at all, but I don't think that I don't feel the need to go into a closet and, hide the candy wrappers or whatever. So, that's a little bit of a lie. I think this week I was like, let me throw away the fast food thing before I get home. So I did have a couple of instances this week where I did feel a little shame. I didn't think about that. That's actually true. I think that shows how bad I got, because typically I don't feel like that. So that shows I really have had it bad over the past 3 or 4 weeks. So now, after I've confessed all of those sins to you, I've just talked for 5 minutes about why I am what's happening today. Now I want to talk about what's changed in my mind tonight. I feel like I've set the stage for a successful resume, because every day this week I have not only been doing the thought process of my life is so much better when I'm on Bright Light Eating, I also purchased this 40-day freedom from emotional eating Bible study. And I totally understand and respect that there's a lot of people on this channel who are not Christians. Totally understand and respect, my religious beliefs. I am a Christian. And I just have been doing this Bible study, and it's been helping me a lot from a religious sense. Like, it's really resonating with my soul and its spirit. And I just feel like that's super helpful. I've been listening to a few boot camp videos. They're not giving me what I need right now, because boot camp is really for beginners where you're like from a standstill. I'm like, man, at this point, I'm like, it's been almost a year of Bright Light Eating. So I'm like, I'm professional at Bright Light Eating. So that's not really what I've needed. But, I did want to tell y'all some of the things that have been helping me. Never binge again. So I've talked a little bit about Never Binge Again on my Bright Light Eating channel, but I really wanted to dive into a little bit more very quickly to recommend that book to you. If you go in the description box below and check out my Amazon store, I have the book on Kindle for you, and it's free. Never Binge Again by Dr. Glenn Livingston. I could say so much about it. In fact, one of these days I should do a video just on Never Binge Again. I did purchase the intensive course, the intensive coaching course, and I highly recommend it. I think it's wonderful. I did that it's been a while, like a year and a half ago maybe, but I really love it. It was very, very good, very helpful, highly recommend. Never Binge Again. I've been thinking about that this week. That's helped me. So I want to kind of wrap up this video with the phrase, that the mantra, if you will, that kind of just checked me tonight. Like it checked me, like, whoa, like this is what I needed. This is what I needed to hear. Don't laugh at when I tell you where it came from, but I was watching Kung Fu Panda 2 with my toddler son. And the character, the soothsayer, the fortune teller, the goat, or whatever she was, a sheep, ram, she's a ram, played by Michelle Yeoh, the character played by Michelle Yeoh. She said to the peacock that was bent on killing and destroying and ruling China, she said to him, "The cup that you choose to fill has no bottom. It is time to stop the madness." And that hit me so hard. I was like, wow, that's what's happening to me right now. And it's time to stop the madness, because if I continue down the path I've been continuing on with the addictive eating and the binge eating and making bad food decisions, not eating bright, it leads to destruction. I've been down that road. I've been 210 pounds. And I just got down to 150, and then I ate my way back up to 168. Where are you going, Angela? You heading straight back to 210. You know where you came from. Stop it. Stop the madness. So I checked myself tonight. I was like, get a hold of yourself. I gave myself some tough love. And I was like, the madness has to end. So I'm recording this video at night. I'm going to write down and commit my food for tomorrow. And I'm going to go meal prep my breakfast so that it is ready for me and there's no excuse. And if I can do this, like a massive binge eater, like I suffer from this struggle so badly, if I can do this, so can you. We can make our way through this. We can always resume. You can always resume. And I just feel hope right now. Like I feel like this is going to be the turning point that I needed. It was the turning point that I was waiting for. Because when I'm addictively eating, it's like I'm waiting for a feeling that never comes. And yet I still keep pouring food into it, thinking that something will just magically change. So it's time for me to take control. And I make this commitment to y'all that I'm going back bright again. Thank y'all for following me. Thumbs up this video, comment below with any questions or any thoughts you have. I welcome them because I love you guys so much. I upload every Saturday at 12, so I hope you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye.